Welcome back, everybody. It's your girl Tasha checking in with another video. I'm so excited. This is just the best because I get to talk to you, the family. So I said I have to get back on here and put another video out because guess what? I don't know if a lot of you know or not, but my profession, I am a chaplain. I do counseling all day, every day. And so I get excited to spend some time just letting my hair down, even though but you know, and I did do my edges over, but at the end of the day, I just get excited to spend some time with you. And so I was studying today, and you will not believe it, okay? I was studying, and I got revelation when I was reading about the story of my favorite book, okay? Where it was talking about how the slaves of Israel, the Israelites were freed from the king of Egypt, and it was just all these details that were just popping out to me in the area of relationships. And I said, okay, God, what are you saying? And I said, here it is. I got the topic based off of, now, I don't want you to take it because I don't know who's listening today. You might be the person I'm talking about. I might be the person I'm talking about, even though I would never admit it. Or you might know somebody who I'm talking about. You might, or this could be for the person. This could be for the person that you want to be on the lookout so this does not become you. So either way, however you put it, listen, today's topic is called Go Somewhere and Sit Down. Yes, I said it. Go somewhere and sit down. Not sit down, because that would actually be proper. Okay, for all my learned people on here. I'm not asking you to go sit down. We are asking you to go somewhere and sit down. Sit down meaning, listen, no, you can't take your time. No, you won't select the chair you want to sit in. No, this is not about you. This is about the people watching you. You sit down right there. Stop. Don't pass go. You do it right now. Because when you think about people who have left relationships, and remember, I was talking about the story of the Israelites who were freed from slavery, finally from the king of Egypt, right? They were finally free from this oppressive situation, this relationship. They hated it. They were enslaved. Whatever it was, right? The details for them. But for now, I was able to relate that to a breakup. I'm always talking about breakup, but that's just the season we're in because I speak to so many people who feel like they're alone when they go through a breakup. Listen, we've all been there, and you know what? If you're the one who's been married for 55 years, or you've been with the same person, shacked up for 19 years, and that was the only person you ever dated, you found them, they were the one, you didn't have to date around, that was the one, then this is not the video for you. I'm going to politely ask you to go ahead and swipe or do whatever you got to do to get out of here, because I'm talking to the people who have been in relationships and had to go through different type of relationships and disappointments and been in hostage situation, bondage, whatever you want to call it. It was horrible. I know y'all feel me, and you were finally freed from that oppression. Well, listen, I got 3 topics I wanted you to talk about and why I'm calling it Go Somewhere and Sit Down, because I don't know if you know it or not, family. You can come closer. A lot of people aren't going to tell you this, but because we are family, I'm going to share this with you. Your best friend's thinking it. Your family's thinking it. The church family's thinking it. I'm just trying to be honest with you. We are all thinking it. And I'm included. She's included. I always include myself. We are all thinking it. We want you. They want me. Y'all want me. Whoever it is that's getting out of a breakup to go somewhere and sit down. Okay, don't go into that next relationship. Don't go hunting. I got 3 topics I want to hit you with. Why you need to go somewhere and sit down. Not sit down, sit down. Okay, topic number 1. You need to go somewhere and sit down. Why? Because you were lacking something in your last relationship. So what does that mean? Because you look skinny. You out here looking whole skinny. Yep, I said it. You was looking skinny because you was in a relationship that had lack. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Even though you really did. You was lacking love. Be honest with yourself, people. You were in a relationship, and that's why y'all broke up. You were lacking some sort of love, some type of connection that you were not getting. So we see it on you. We heard about it. We was on the phone with you when you was complaining about it. We watched you when you cried about it. We saw you when you stopped eating. Whatever it is that you did, we watched you, and you skinny. We may not have said it, but your girl's going to say it. But we saw you skinny. You was out with intimacy, right? Right? You left your last relationship thinking I did not have intimacy. You was out here, you couldn't get a hug if you paid that person you was with for a hug. But you out here whole hugging everybody else all hard. They don't even know when you go home, you in the cold sheets, you ain't getting no type of love. You ain't getting no hugs, no love, no smooches. You ain't getting none of that. You are lacking. So you do need to go somewhere and sit down for a minute. And then you are also lacking, let me see another one, faithfulness. Faithfulness was missing. In your last relationship, if you was honest, that you could have been somebody who was cheated on. So you were missing a faithful commitment in your relationship, okay? There was no commitment. There was no faithfulness. And so you're looking for that. You was out here whole planning for it. What's something else? Respect. Oh, this is a big one. Respect. You did not get respected. So your pride got tapped on in your last relationship. This is real. I know this is stuff we don't talk about. We want to put a blanket over it and put rainbows and then it's going to be all right. No, it's not. No, it's not going to be all right. You need to admit this. Go somewhere and sit down. Why? Because when I was reading this story again, there was a couple of things that jumped out at me. And this is why I said it. When they were released from bondage from the king, right? They were set out free. Watch me now. Armed for battle. But here's the good part. Here's the good part. Y'all think I ain't talking about relationships. They were armed for battle, but they were made to go around their enemies. So they had to go around because here's the catch. Now I'm telling you, and no one else will tell you, I guess, because even though they were armed for battle, they were to go around the enemy because had they have went into battle, they would have went back to the oppressor. Did you just hear what I said? I said, God, you are speaking to me. So what does that mean to you? Number two, not only were you out here looking skinny, you was out here looking hungry. Skinny in the mindset, but you was hungry in the flesh. You thirsty. Those is for the thirst box. Those are the people who was out here looking like they need several sips. They need several sips. And so you're the ones, I don't know, could be me, I ain't gonna admit it, but you know who it is. You know who's in your friend circle. You know who you see at work or at church, where they looking around, always on the prowl. You just got out your relationship 2 seconds ago, go somewhere and sit down, but you looking thirsty. You out here feeling like you when you was enslaved. These are the same type of people who they was in that bad relationship that we all had to listen to. We all had to go through an experience and watch them go through like, oh man, it really was pulling for you. Those are the same type of people who, while they were under that bondage in that bad relationship, they were thinking, they were planning, they were sitting there going, listen, if I get out of this, my next relationship, I'm gonna make sure I get somebody who is attentive to me because they do not pay me enough attention. I come home, blah, 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 whatever, and they watching TV, they going out with their friends, they ain't loving me, they ain't giving the attention I need. They were planning. So these people was whole planning before they got out of slavery, and so were you in your relationship. In that past relationship, if you're gonna be honest, because your girl's gonna tell you, you was planning that next person was gonna give you attention. You was planning that next person to give you some respect. You were like, don't respect me, I'm gonna demand my respect. I'm gonna get my respect. I'm gonna go get me a girl, or I'm gonna get me a guy who either you can control. I said it. Who you think got a soft personality? Oh, she was too rough. She was too excited. Like, I'm gonna get me a soft-spoken girl. She gonna still do the same thing if she want to. It doesn't matter. If they want to do it, they want to do it. I'm gonna go get me. I had a weak one, so I'm gonna go get me I'm gonna go a hardcore joker. I'm gonna get me somebody who gonna respect me. You see my face. You need to go somewhere and sit down. What else you could say? There was whole planning on what? Date nights. You was hungry. You ain't had a date night in about 11 years. The whole time you was in that relationship, when it went bad, it went real bad. It went south. It went, hey, look. You was out here thinking, looking at everybody, listening to how they going on dates and stuff, wondering, when I get out of this, I'm going to wear that one dress I've been saving. I'm going to wear that dress. And I'm going to get me a date. You thirsty. You hungry. We see you. I know you taking it. Don't take it. This is prep. I'm not talking about y'all family. I'm talking for the family. This is the space for it. Go somewhere and sit down. Again, I'm talking to myself. Put that dress back in the closet. You ain't need to wear that the first week you out. Relationship. Again, what else? Peace. This is the big one. You out here looking thirsty. You out here looking hungry because you failed to have peace. And in your last relationship, you were sitting there going, Oh, if I ever get my own place again. Come on. Are you going to be honest with me and what, people? You was sitting there going, if I get my own place again, I promise, I ain't moving nobody. I ain't never moving with nobody again. I understand your pain, people. This is why I talk about it, because I hear about it. I'm going to talk about it. Number 3. I know this is getting good. You around here looking like you wish somebody would. Bitter. You bitter. You're out here looking like you wish somebody would because you're still mad at the person that you just got out of a relationship with. And we all got to watch it. That's called baggage. That's called you brought them same slave shoes into your next relationship. You sitting here thinking, remember, they thought they were armed for battle, but they didn't. If they would have faced the battle, then they would have went back. You're out here dressing up, looking good, looking like you're new, looking like you're refreshed, but you're fanning mask off. Mask off. Put it back. You're faking. You got that baggage and you're putting it on the person or the people that try to come up to you. It might be a beautiful person that walks up to you, male or female, and they are so into you. They are so only thinking about doing you right, treating you right. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're in love of my life. That's what they're thinking about. But you still walking around here with the face. I wish somebody would. Why? Can I take a sip for y'all? Because they look like your ex. No, that's true. Tell me as soon as you don't see a Joker gal who look like anything like your ex. I don't even care if you ain't even see them and they was around the corner, they was in the bathroom stall, whatever it was, and you heard that voice, that one word, that pitch, that sound like it. You automatically, through muscle memory and everything else, you go right back to that moment. That's why you need to go somewhere and sit down so you get that up out of you. It's just not healthy. And then just remember here, I said to myself, all right, and what happened to them once they went around the enemy? So I said, okay, this is getting good. They went around, even though they were dressed and armed for battle. The next thing that popped out to me, I said, okay, this is good. When you are going somewhere and sitting down somewhere, that's when you start looking good. You start paying attention to your dressing tight. You start making sure your nails not chipped. You start making sure you got time to, you shaping up, make sure your face right, your beard all trimmed up and stuff. Because if you run into her, you want to make sure they're looking good. But this is exactly when you need to be ready for war. And what do I mean by war? I mean, don't get caught slipping. Because in the story, y'all don't think I'm making this up. Y'all gonna think I'm making this up. In the story, read it for yourself. When I read it in the story, it said the moment the king thought about it, he thought about how he lost his slaves and how he lost all that good free service he was getting. He had a change of heart. What happens once they see you and hear you out here looking good and looking all established? I'll wait. They try to come back. Don't fall for it. This is the time you need to be armored up. This is the time you need to stay focused. So you know I wouldn't be your girl if I didn't give you some tips. So these are 3 things I'm going to give it to you and I'm going to get out of here. This is the last thing that your ex that I need you to look for. You need to help a friend, whoever it is. If this is not you, take note and help your friends and your family. So we ain't got to talk about it and tell them and look at them and say, if you don't go somewhere and sit down, why don't they go somewhere and sit down? Did they just get out of a relationship? I don't want to talk about you. I really don't. But I mean, I'm going to have to do it. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Your ex, once they find out you're out here looking good, what they going to do? What they going to do? Number 1, the accidental bump into. There ain't no accident. How you accidentally bumping into somebody when you was just with them? You know where they go for their coffee. You know their work schedule. They don't fall for it, y'all. They know where you work. They know where you work out. They know where you live. They know where you hang out. They know where you play ball. They know everything about you. So there's no accidents and accidental bump intos. That's the first level. There's levels to this. They're coming for you. Stay ready. If your girl, I can't tell you how many times, if you haven't already lived it, the accidental bump into, and then if it's not the run-in, guess what it is? Y'all probably thinking it. Hello? Oh, my fault. I didn't mean to call you. If you don't get off my phone, the accidental call. Y'all better wait for it, then the accidental butt dial. If you think I'm lying, ask somebody. If you ain't never lived it, then pray. Bless you. But guess what? I hope you don't ever have to live through this. The accidental butt dial and the accidental run-in. Moving on. Number 2. You ready? As soon as you looking good, feeling good, you're out here in these streets, seeing people, starting to call people, got your groove back. What happens next? You ready? The emotional check-in. Now this one right here, this will test it. This is going to test you to the further, because they are going to find a way when they come to their realization that they lost their free service, whether you was cooking and cleaning or you wasn't all bad when you was with them. It wasn't all bad. They're going to realize that, but he was doing this and she was doing this. They're going to do an emotional check-in. What does that look like? I'm glad you asked. What they're going to do, they're going to start an argument. Because maybe y'all still talk every now and then. You know, whatever. Y'all might have kids, whatever, some type of tie. Y'all still got business to take care of. They're going to do an argument. They're going to do an emotional check-in to see if you still going to argue with them. They want to see if you still got that same energy for them. They want to see if you still have the time of day. I'm telling you, what else are they going to do? They might try to hit you with an apology. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been thinking. I just think that, you know, maybe we could have just took some more time. We could have took some. Why I can't even get it out on. I didn't hurt it so much. Oh God, help me through this. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Hold on. Here we go. I just been thinking, you know, maybe we moved too quick. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the apology. Don't fall for the emotional check-in. What's next? You ready? This one is when it takes it to another level. They just up it and up it. If they can't get you, listen, keep your armor ready. You ready? The tears. The tears. I'm going to say it again. When they start dropping tears and you hear it. Now, see, if you anything like me, you're not near them. They're actually on the phone or something with them because you ain't trying to be in their presence. But if you do try to go in their presence, be prepared for the tears. They might... The 10-man cry, the emotional drip, they might, you know, make, keep some, I don't know, put something in their eye to make one crocodile tear, because it ain't real. You better don't fall for it. What I tell y'all in the story, if they would have faced battle when they first got out of bondage, they would have went back. I don't go back to bondage. I'm trying to free y'all. And the last one before I get out of here. Now, this one is even hard for me. Y'all, look. When they send the foot soldier. What am I talking about? The foot soldier. And who is that? Glad you asked. The foot soldier. Well, they send somebody to do the check-in. And you might have moved on in another relationship trying, you know, I like this person I'm with. You know, they might even know they got bad shoes. You know, I can work with them. You know, yeah, maybe their hairline a little messed up. It's a little back, but I wanted a little forward. We can work with that. You sit there sizing up this new person, right? And that's when they send the foot soldier in. Be prepared, people. The foot soldier. How do they start it? Because remember, it's levels to war. This is a filthy game of breakup. Listen, they send in the friend. So you'll see the friend. The friend will check in their friend. Remember, key terminology here. Their friend. Now, they might have been joint friends when y'all was together, but they are their friend. So when they come up to you and they go, oh, hey, so bring it in. And they want to hug on you and say, hey, really? You better watch everything you say. Your girl said it. Watch every single word that comes out of your mouth, because they are not only the foot soldier friend, they are the recorder. They are recording every single thing you say. I'm talking about how you look, if you had a bug on your nose, if your nails wasn't done, if you had on the same clothes or the same shoes that you had when you was in a relationship with them, whatever it is. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. The friend foot soldier is the recorder, and they have sent them to do the check-in. Hey, how you doing? It'll sound, look, something like this. Man, wait a minute. Y'all not still doing that. Y'all still ain't talking? They know. That's a mirage. Don't fall for it. Deflected. That's a mirage. They know y'all not talking. All right, come on. Come with me. One more. Now, you ready for this one? It's levels. You ready? The church member. I don't know why. Y'all know y'all thought it. Don't be getting mad at me because y'all know y'all thought it. If y'all thought it, I thought it. They send the church member. Now, the church member is, we call them family, right? Now, this is if it applies. If it don't apply to you, let it fly. Now, listen. That's a hard one. Because when a church member, now both of y'all both went to the same church or something like that, and then they walk up to you and they go, oh, hey, oh, good to see you. Oh, brother, good to see you, sister. And then they hit you with a line that look like this. Hey, so tell your boo I said hi. Haven't seen him. They know good and well they hadn't seen him. And they know you're not talking to them. But what happens with the church member? Y'all gonna get mad at me. They're doing a check-in. They're doing the check-in. They just want to confirm the rumors that they heard. They want to confirm what they see with their eyes, but they want to get it from you so they can make sure they okay, maybe they're not together no more, but I would know. And I don't want to just come out and ask them. It would just be rude. You might want to ask, beware of the church member check-in, because that is a brotherly and sisterly love that it's hard to deflect. Now you can do it one or two ways. You could just say, you could do the ignore. Oh, hey. And they could be like, hey, where's you and your boo? Where's your boo? Haven't seen him. You could be like, yeah, so that is a nice dress. You know what, bro? Good to see you. I'm going to go over here. Got to use the restroom. Check you out. Whatever you do, you can do the deflect. Or you could just go straight right into it. Hey, haven't seen you and your boo. You right. Anything else? Oh, it's good seeing you. Bye. He just come straight out. Now, when you come hit them with them like that, they look confused. But it was up to them anyway. They should have never did that check-in. Now, the last one. This one, I saved it for last on purpose. If you get approached by a foot soldier with little shoes and a little body, or somebody that used to sit and break bread with them, the family. That's a hard one, people. If they send the kids in to infiltrate, we miss you. Oh, don't go for it. Don't look them in the eye. Don't look them in the eye. Look away. When they come up, you see them coming, and you recognize their hair or their shoe or their jacket. Don't look them in the eye. Because you look them in the eye, they're going to be, the lip going to shiver. We miss you. No, don't do it, because it'll pull you back in. It'll pull you back in, because touch a lot of kids. Or the mama. If you get a phone call by the mama or the sister or the brother, and they just go, oh, we haven't seen you in so long. Won't you come on out? We're having this. That's the setup. Listen, you come out to that event if you want to. That ex gonna be sitting there looking dapper in the mug. She gonna be finding in the mug, because that was the whole setup. The family had that plan in the works the whole time. Anyway, I just had to come on here and give y'all this as I got it. I hope you learned something. I hope you got free. Remember, all we're asking is for that person to go somewhere and sit down, and she is included. We're so tired of seeing these people going to the next relationship. You can't keep up with them, and yet you haven't learned your lesson. You're all thinking you're all ready for battle, and you haven't learned the lessons and worked on yourself. Your girl's hope and prayer for you is that you deal with a little self-care before you move on, because we care. Anyway, if you thought it, I thought it.